I wanted to talk about asteroids and stuff like that, but most of what I have about it is actually like pretty common knowledge. It's basically pretty common knowledge. So maybe I'll get to it like near the end if we have some extra time. Tell us anyways, really? Okay. It's nice to have a refresher. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so cool space rocks. I'm a big fan of cool space rocks. Asteroids are basically they're rocky objects that revolve around the sun, but they're too small to be called planets. And there are millions. There's millions of asteroids in our solar system, ranging in size from like super tiny, like a super tiny, you know, like a few hundred miles, to a few several feet. So it could be tiny, like a few several feet, to up to like hundreds of miles. Basically, its own almost planet. Almost its own planet. And these asteroids are usually they tend to stick in there like. There's 3 regions in our solar system where they tend to stick around. So you won't usually see them outside of those regions, but yeah. There's also most of them lie in the ring between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, where there's like a huge ring of where most of the asteroids are in our solar system. And this asteroid belt actually has, I think, more than 200 or so of asteroids that are larger than I believe like 60 miles. 60 miles? So they're pretty darn big. Like they're pretty big. But as for smaller asteroids, there's like the 2 millions of them that are like, you know, like larger than like 3,000 feet. So yeah, there's a lot of tiny ones. There's a few really big ones and there's a few tiny ones. And yeah, asteroids are actually, they're dust particles that were formed in the early years of the solar system and basically collided, you know, and they formed larger clumps and these would grow by attracting more and more dust with their gravitational fields. And some grew, as I said, some of them are basically big enough to be like its own little tiny planet. and some actually did, I believe, become planets. And some of them did become planets, and some of them stayed as asteroids.